Welcome, my fellow hunter, to the hunt. Today, we're exploring a creature that can literally blow up an entire arena and force you to hide behind cover or die instantly. Jin Dahaad, the apex predator that turned the ice shard cliffs into its personal death trap. This massive Leviathan doesn't just hunt prey, it controls every inch of vertical space with abilities no other monster possesses. Those distinctive ridge-like cooling organs running down its spine aren't just for show. They're biological heat sinks that let this beast cling to sheer cliff faces and rain death from above like a living siege weapon. Picture this: while most Leviathans are ground-bound powerhouses, Jin Dahaad scales walls like it weighs nothing, perches on ice pillars, and unleashes sweeping ice beams that turn the battlefield into a frozen hellscape. Those frosted brown and black scales aren't just camouflage. They're part of a cooling system that makes its ice attacks devastatingly effective. But here's what separates Jin Dahaad from every other ice element monster: the crystallize ultimate. This isn't just another big attack, it's environmental warfare. Jin Dahaad raises an ice wall across the entire arena, charges up a massive detonation, and if you're not smart enough to pull down one of those suspended ice chunks for cover, you're getting one-shotted. No exceptions. In the ecosystem, Jin Dahaad sits at the absolute top of the ice shard cliffs food chain. It doesn't just hunt, it reshapes the entire environment. Those ice sheets it leaves behind alter movement patterns for every creature in the area, creating kill corridors and forcing smaller monsters into predictable paths. The cooling ridge organs are the key to everything this monster does. Break the smaller ridges first, and you'll see its frost output weaken. Shatter those massive back ridges, and suddenly those devastating ice beam volleys become manageable. But until you do, you're fighting a monster that controls high ground, low ground, and everything in between. For a hunter brave enough to face this apex predator, the rewards are worth the risk. Those ice plates and ice gems create some of the highest tier frost weapons in the game. And the freezer sack is essential for advanced ice element builds. Fire element is your best friend here. This Ice King melts under sustained heat. But remember, Jin Dahaad isn't just another monster you trade hits with. It's a tactical puzzle that rewards smart positioning and punishes anyone who treats it like a standard hunt. If you enjoyed my Jin Dahaad Ecology breakdown, carve that like button for rare materials. It helps this reach other fellow hunters who are ready to take on this deadly apex themselves, teaches them about the monster, and helps the channel grow bigger than a Laoshan lung. And if you're hungry for more Monster Hunter Wilds content, hungrier than a Devil Joe, consider subscribing. I release new Wilds videos daily, my fellow hunter, and be sure to watch more of my Wilds content right here. Alright, enough ecology lessons. Now let's see if I can actually survive this bastard without getting one-shotted, my fellow hunter.